Hello everyone, my name is Laveena Devi and my student ID is 20331161, and today I'm going to give presentation on detecting cybersecurity attacks using network traffic data. So here is the introduction of cybersecurity. So in the contemporary world of digitalization, cybersecurity is essential. The more systems are linked to the internet, the higher the likelihood of cyber attacks. Common target included organizations like bank, hospital, and government agencies. Phishing attack, malware, and DDoS can result in severe damage such as financial loss and data theft. This threat may not always be properly handled using a traditional security system. Thus, there is a need to provide modern and smart solution that should secure system and provide safe communication between networks. So the key issue in cybersecurity is that there is no flexibility in traditional system. They rely on predetermined rule and familiar attack pattern, and thus are relatively weak to novel threats. Hacker keep on upgrading their technique, hence they are difficult to detect. This lead to errors such as false alarms or missed attack. Due to the problem, smarter systems that are able to understand the information and learn threat more precisely and strongly. So here are the aims and objective. And the primary objective of the study is to create and test data-based method of identifying such cybersecurity attacks by analyzing network traffic data. In order to do so, the paper will attempt to study network traffic and learn the distinction between normal and malicious behavior. Different machine learning models are experimented with and compared to identify the most suitable one. The other significant object is to extend a major feature within the data that can be used to enhance the accuracy of this study attempts to provide answer to a few critical questions. First, it verifies that machine learning can enhance detection as opposed to conventional system. It's also able to consider the characteristics of network traffic most useful in detecting attacks. And the other question is concerned with the choice of the most effective machine learning model to achieve precise result. Lastly, it also looks at the adaptability of such model to emerging forms of cyber threats. So, as can be seen in the literature review, numerous scholars have been busy working on cyber attack detection based on network data. The majority of literature concern that machine learning is superior to conventional approaches since it may identify latent pattern. Also, a very important step in our feature selection and pre-processing. Nevertheless, there are still issues including dealing with square data and scalability. The result were used to design the approach applied in this study. So network traffic is made up of data packets that flow among systems. The useful information is these. In these packets include IP address and protocols. And malicious traffic is not the same as normal traffic. And as an example is that it can exhibit abnormal patterns such as repeated connections or abnormal data flow. Through such pattern, we are able to detect attacks. So, a machine learning find extensive application in cybersecurity as it is able to learn information. It assists in identifying trends that are hard to find using and manual approach. Label data is used in supervised learning, whereas unsupervised learning has the capability of identifying unknown attacks. So, these methods render cybersecurity systems smarter and more. So, despite the existence of numerous studies, there are research gaps. The majority of research is conducted on a single model, but not on several of them in one system. Very minimal is done in terms of combining pre-processing with feature selection as well. This study attempt to fill the gaps by suggesting a mixed solution. So the study employs a systematic approaches which is CRISP-DM. It involves pre-processing and feature selection, model training, and evaluation. Results are measured through a quantitative approach to gauge accurate result. Each of the model is equivalent in equal terms. So the traffic in the data set used in the current study comprises both normal and malicious traffic. It contains numerous details like connection characteristics and packet size. The data is extensive, and this is useful to enhance the accuracy of the model. Nonetheless, there is an imbalanced traffic example. There is a lot more normal traffic than malicious traffic. This poses a problem in the training of. So, very important is the data pre-processing. It involves cleaning the data and removing errors, and different values are balanced by using feature scaling. Class imbalance is dealt with using techniques such as oversampling. The step enhance the dataset quality. So the process of feature selection aids in the selection of significant feature in the dataset. It eliminates redundant data and enhances performances. The methods such as correlation and recursive elimination are employed. This process would simplify the problem and avoid overfitting. So different machine learning models are used in research logistics. Regression is easy and serves as a references point. Decision tree are simple to comprehend and can overfit the random forest. Enhances performances by being a combination of many tree. Gradient boosting and SVM are more progressive model of complex data. So measurement of model performance is done in terms of evaluation metrics. Accuracy is an indicator that shows that there is overall correctness, but not that of imbalanced data. False alarm are minimized by uh, precision and recall. Eliminate attacks. F1 score balances both. So the research result demonstrate that random forest had the best accuracy of 69.82%. Hence, it is the best among all models. The XG boost and gradient boosting also had similar performances with 69.67 and 69.65% accuracies respectively. So a support vector machine was however very poor with accuracy of 6.59. Although some of the model demonstrated a high overall accuracy, very primarily excelled with banning traffic and were not able to identify the malicious classes appropriately, and it is largely attributed to the imbalances in class in the data. The result underscore the need to enhance data balancing method. So, a comparative analysis of the models indicate that the random forest was the best. Other similar algorithms were XG boost and gradient boosting. SVM performed poorly, but none of the model was able to identify rare attack. It demonstrates that there should be improved method of dealing with the imbalance. As discussed, machine learning enhances cybersecurity infrastructures, feature selection, and pre-processing are very important. Nevertheless, a significant issue is still the dataset imbalance. Moreover, there is no model that flawless. The model used will depend on application. Finally, this paper demonstrates that machine learning can be successfully used to identify cyber attack. Ensemble model were good, yet the problem of data enable remains. The system enhances accuracy and minimize false alarms. Further studies need to be conducted to on the real-time detection and more powerful method for improved performance. So here are the references which I have used in my presentation. And thank you so much for watching my presentation.